So a limited partner in almost, every deal is different. It's all papered differently, but let's just say the vanilla textbook example is a limited partner is a limited partner. They're a passive investor, and they, unless there's, fraud or some other major event, trigger in the partnership documents, they really don't have any rights to affect any changes to the operating business, to the business, right? So, and in addition, in most of these partnership documentations, they don't have the right to sell their position to another third party without the general partner giving their approval, because these are all private deals. They don't want just anybody coming into the deal. They could be disruptive, so on and so forth. So it's limited, right? It always has been very limited because of illiquidity, lack of marketability, and these legal mechanisms within the partnership documents. So a lot of times, just like in my case, you go back to the general partner and you say, I need liquidity, such and such happened in my life, I need cash, I got $1 million with you, what can you do for me? And most general partners are in the business of doing deals and spreading their capital as thinly as possible across many deals so they can get the fees and they can generate the higher returns on that capital and so on and so forth. They often buying a limited partner back often is not, their primary desire in life. They want to go on and do other deals. So they typically offer some sort of discount, and a pretty deep discount. We've heard horror stories from people where they're getting offered 40 cents on the dollar, and there's nothing wrong with the deal. It's just a matter of leverage, and it's a matter of not having other options. So for the vast majority, syndication's really been around for about 100 years now. For the vast majority of that time, people were either selling back to the general partner or other limited partners. Now there are recapitalizations that happen when you're rejiggering the entire capital stack, sometimes maybe finance out and or the GP refinances and they've held it for 10 years. So there's so much value that they can then buy the LP or all the LPs or one of the LP or whoever wants out the deal out with those refinance proceeds. But it's really been internal, right? And so what we've really tried to do and are doing is creating a second alternative to that very private, very internal, insular world where these positions get traded back and forth inside of that LLC. And I think we're creating some real success and some real traction doing that. It's given people an alternative, and now they're realizing, it's a psychology change as well. Like I said, it's been 100 years where a syndication is syndication is syndication. Everybody thinks you get in, you can't get out until the GP says so. Well, some GPs just want happy partners in their deals, right? They don't necessarily want to use their leverage or their control rights or any of that. They might want that LP to recycle the capital into another deal that he's doing, right? And he wants to have a good track record and a good reputation out there in the market, right? So there's plenty of GPs that are like, look, as long as whoever is coming in, is a good guy, isn't going to be disruptive. I do my background checks. I make sure that, he's not coming in here to cause me trouble, then let's talk, right?